Hello! My name is Anthony Amarim, and in this video today I'm going to be analyzing the lyrics to my song All My Favorite Bands Use Long Song Titles, So I Will Too. In case you guys didn't know, I have music on iTunes and Spotify. I released an album back in August called 2004. All the links will be down below, or you can listen to the whole album on my YouTube page. So one of the songs on the album is called All My Favorite Bands Use Long Song Titles, So I Will Too. And if you listen to it, it's very 21 Pilots inspired, and all the lyrics are like really personal to me. So I thought for this video I would take the time to like describe every lyric and what it means to me. Let's get started.
I'm taking shit into a whole new direction.
Stop. First lyric, I'm taking shit into a whole new direction. That's pretty basic. If you listen to the album all the way through, All My Favorite Bands is a complete switch from how all the other songs sound. And also, it's the point in the album where all the songs start getting really sad, which I definitely wanted to put All My Favorite Bands in the middle of the album and have it be like kind of two separate things, so.
And I've got the past inspection. I fit every sense of the expression. Love sick, love struck, happily depressed kid.
And I've got the past inspection. I fit every sense of the expression. Love sick, love struck, happily depressed kid. That's pretty self-explanatory. I kind of wanted to give the song a lyric that really stuck out right in the beginning, and I think that's kind of what I did with Love Sick, Love Struck, Happily Depressed Kid. That's something that a lot of my audience and a lot of people who listen to the song can hear that word or that expression and immediately identify with it, and that's something I wanted to do with this song.
And maybe I'm being dramatic, but I hopped right out the closet and went straight into the attic.
And maybe I'm being dramatic, but I hopped right out the closet and went straight into the attic. This lyric is about how when I was 14 I came out as gay, and I came out to my family and I came out to all my friends, and even though I was out at that point, I still kind of kept it in and made sure that when I met new people, they didn't immediately know that about me, and I tried to kind of keep it contained until I was ready to tell them so that they didn't immediately judge me for it. So the lyric, I hopped right out the closet and went straight into the attic, means like I came out but I'm still hiding. But it's all good. I don't really keep it contained very much anymore at all. I'm very open about it and very confident about it, so that's good.
And it's easier to listen to all my own problems, cause on the radio all I hear is static. Who am I?
And it's easier to listen to all my own problems, cause on the radio all I hear is static. That is a pretty direct reference to Car Radio by 21 Pilots. In Car Radio, Tyler says that he would rather be listening to music because when it's silent, he has to listen to his own thoughts, which he doesn't like. And I'm kind of the opposite of that. I actually like driving in silence and being able to think, and I take that time away. So it's easier to listen to all my own problems, because on the radio, all I hear is static.
Who am I to judge? I never found somebody I knew I could trust. No one to take my side whenever I call it love. Cause I fall in love all the time.
This is pretty self-explanatory. Back in high school, I used to kind of always tell people that I was like in love with a new person, and I would like immediately fall for different people. And especially like when I would tell my brother, he'd be like, no, you're not in love, like you just met this person, blah blah blah. So the lyric is about how I never found somebody I knew I could trust, no one to take my side whenever I call it love, which means like I never found anybody that really believed me, which I guess I never really needed to because I was just a moody teenager.
Quit moping, you know it doesn't hurt, plus the tears from your eyes are leaving stains on your shirt, man. And you're about to go berserk, and I won't be around when you finally hit the dirt. And
these lyrics are just to kind of, in the second verse I really wanted to switch up the like what I said and how I acted, and basically just told myself like, hey, stop being so sad, like you're fine, you're good, and like basically it's kind of like my well-being talking to like the sad parts of myself and saying like, you're about to go berserk and I won't be around when you finally hit the dirt. So it's kind of like me just talking to myself.
It's not like I lack imagination. My motivation took a permanent vacation, but I'm learning every day to get my feet out of the bed, one leg at a time, and it's fine, and I'm singing who.
It's not like I lack imagination, my motivation took a permanent vacation, but I'm learning every day to get my feet out of the bed one leg at a time, and it's fine, and I'm singing, who am I to judge? These lyrics are about how I am pretty much just like a lazy piece of garbage a lot of the time during the summer, and when I wrote this song, it was like kind of during the summer where I was just like being lazy and laying around a lot and not really doing anything, but I'm learning every day to get my feet out of the bed one leg at a time. So I'm working on it, and I'm working on bettering myself, and I'm working on being more motivated. And the lyric, it's not like I lack imagination, my motivation took a permanent vacation, basically means that like I don't lack imagination, but I kind of sometimes don't really have the motivation to get up and do something, like to go and create and make something and do it. But I'm working on it.
I have a habit of trying to sound exactly like my idols, but it doesn't even matter cause I'm not as good. And I tried to write the lines and I never could. I told my brain to write the words and it never would.
This is kind of just like a nod to the fact that this song is pretty much entirely based on Holding On To You by 21 Pilots, or Migraine by 21 Pilots. And I wanted to put in there like, yeah, I'm trying to sound like somebody else, but I'm not doing it very well because I'm not as good as those people. So it's kind of like a funny moment on the album, but it's also like kind of sad because I'm trying to be something I'm not, more or less. And this song definitely sounds a lot different than everything else on the album because I tried to sound like another person. And I just wanted to include that so I could just be like, hey, this is like not very typical of me. I know what I'm doing and I know that I'm not as good, but I still wanted to do it.
And I'm all over the place with this one. Why do the saddest songs always sound the most fun?
And I'm all over the place with this one. Why do the saddest songs always sound the most fun? The first line just means like this song is very kind of all over the place. It's happy and it's sad and it's philosophical and it's goofy. And the second line, why do the saddest songs always sound the most fun, basically means like this song is definitely the most like up-tempo, the most like fast-paced song on the entire album and the most fun to listen to, but it's also like more or less the saddest, because if you like really listen to the lyrics, I guess if you listen to this video of me analyzing the lyrics, you can understand like really what all the lyrics mean, and it's all kind of a little depressing.
And why do the smartest kids always act the most dumb? And what's the point of looking out if we can't trust no one?
And why do the smartest kids always act the most dumb? And what's the point of looking out if we can't trust no one? That first lyric, why do the smartest kids always act the most dumb? That was kind of just like, I've noticed in my life that kids who are very smart naturally and who don't necessarily have to put in the most effort to get things done and just do well in school, basically, they are the ones that kind of act out and make bad decisions. So it's like, why do the smartest kids always act the most dumb? And then, what's the point of looking out if we can't trust no one? That's kind of just like a question. Like, what is the point of trying to find somebody if we can't trust anybody? But then in the next lyrics, I kind of explain that.
But there's something about the act of searching, someone to resonate with when I am hurting, someone who can see the man behind the curtain. In the end it's just me lonely, that's for certain. Who am I?
So that kind of goes back to the last line, like what's the point of looking out if we can't trust anybody? There's something about looking for somebody else, and there's something about finding someone that you can resonate with when you're upset, and I basically just wanted to say that like it's always kind of worth it to find somebody who can feel the way you're feeling. And that's kind of a line for people who have online friends. Like, I know there's a lot of people who have, especially like teenagers, who don't necessarily have somebody in their lives who they can resonate with and who can understand what they're going through, but there's always people online that can help you through your problems. So it's kind of like an online friends thing. And in the end, it's just me lonely, that's for certain. That's just me going back to being sad in the song. Just kind of like being upset in the song and being whiny. And then it goes back to the chorus.
'Cause I fall in love all the time, but I'm fine.
And then the last line of the song is, but I'm fine. And that I wanted to add that in the end of the song, just because after everything I say in the song, like after all of like the depressing, all the happy, all the sad, all over the place, I wanted to be like, oh, but by the way, I'm fine, like you don't have to worry about me. And in the actual in the recording studio, I was going to do a version of the song where I was gonna let it sit for like 2 seconds of silence and then be like, "No, you're not." But I realized that it wouldn't really fit with the rest of the album and how it transitions into Still Wide Awake. Which I put Still Wide Awake immediately after All My Favorite Bands for a reason. I say like, "But I'm Fine," and then it goes to like more or less the saddest and angriest song on the album to try to like switch it. And also that goes back to the line, "I'm taking shit into a whole new direction," where it goes from Best Friend for Hire, Lockdown, Class Clown, like all pretty kind of happy songs into All My Favorite Bands, where I switch it up, and then it goes into Still Wide Awake, The Marks We Made, Don't Get To, which are like more or less sad songs. So I did all that kind of on purpose. I could make a video really talking about how I structured everything on the album and why I did what I did, but I just wanted to make a video about All My Favorite Bands specifically because it's a very, very personal song to me, and every lyric kind of has a deeper meaning that I wanted to talk about. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I make new videos every Sunday, and you can follow me on Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter. All the links are down in the description below, and make sure you subscribe to Macy's channel for behind the scenes for this video and all my other videos. And that's it. Okay, I love you. Bye.